And today, the Supreme Court makes a landmark decision on health care for all Americans. Good afternoon. The Supreme Court has spoken, but the debate over the Affordable Care Act continues. In a close vote, the High Court upheld President Obama's controversial health care reform law. Danielle Nottingham reports.
Supporters of President Obama's health care reform law celebrated outside the Supreme Court.
Obamacare is here to stay.
In a 5-4 vote, the justices ruled nearly all of the Affordable Care Act is constitutional.
The highest court in the land has now spoken. We will continue to implement this law, and we'll work together to improve on it where we can.
Citing Congress's power to tax, conservative Chief Justice John Roberts joined the court's 4 liberal justices in upholding the individual mandate, the part of the law that requires every American to buy health insurance.
The court, validated a law that was clearly constitutional, so I'm proud to be an American today.
The justices did limit the law's expansion of insurance for the poor, ruling that the federal government cannot withhold a state's Medicaid funding if it does not participate.
Down with tyranny!
Republicans are already using the ruling to fire up supporters.
What the court did not do on its last day in session, I will do on my first day if elected President of the United States. And that is, I will act to repeal Obamacare.
By 2014, the law is supposed to bring affordable coverage to 50 million uninsured Americans.
It's not going to decrease cost, it's going to decrease access, and it's really not going to enhance quality.
House Republicans are promising a repeal vote when they return from a July 4th break. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
Any repeal vote is not expected to get past the Democratically controlled Senate. The Romney campaign says within hours of the court's ruling, there were more than $300,000 in donations rolling into his campaign website. Health insurance is a big issue in our state. More than 1 in 5 New Mexicans are uninsured. And while many here are praising the changes the Affordable Care Act will bring, others say it's unaffordable. News 13's Alex Goldsmith is live in the Newsplex with local reaction.
The ruling has been, as you might expect, divided. The law is meant to help the more than 400,000 uninsured New Mexicans. The court's ruling striking down Medicaid expansion means that 170,000 of those will not automatically get coverage through Medicaid unless the state acts. Some are calling the health care law a tax on the uninsured and anyone who can't afford health care. Others embrace the ruling as a way for those who are uninsured to increase access to health care they didn't already have.
This really gives us the opportunity to get people health insurance and health coverage through these provisions, and it's a huge opportunity for us.
As you might imagine, New Mexico's politicians are divided pretty much along party lines. Earlier today, Republican Congressman Steve Pierce told us it's critical that Congress finds a way to repeal the act. In a statement, Democratic Senator Tom Udall says the law is good for New Mexico. Back to you, Jessica.
Okay, Alex, at 5:30, the Supreme Court did strike down one part of the law, and that will now cause a huge debate in New Mexico.